welcome back to On the Workbench. Today I want to show you the Bora portable miter saw station. This is a product that I think is really neat and novel and is so close to being perfect yet just misses the mark. So what we got here is we've got some latches here we can pull up on top that allows us to flip over this work table from a normal just a basic work table over to a miter saw that could be stored underneath to give you both the benefit of a miter saw station and a workbench. Not too bad if you ask me here. Now you notice how there's a center pivot there, so one of the first details here that stands out is you need to make sure you've got a miter saw that you can balance over the top of the center pivot to make that lifting as easy as possible. There's latches on both sides to secure it, but as I'm zooming in here, the key here of where I think they really get this wrong is one of the key parts to secure this are these 4 plastic locking pins that are located at all 4 corners of the surface here. And with just a little bit of pushing, the pin will try to locate itself, but I think if this were loaded with a miter saw on top of it, that would be a little more difficult. The more balance you can get the miter saw, the easier this is going to be. And particularly if you've got one of the larger sliding compound miter saws that you may or may not be able to get it the balance just right given the overhang of some of the sliding saw mechanisms to be able to make this work. In my opinion, this is a miter saw stand that's interesting for someone that's going to keep this in their garage and is not going to sling this in and out of a truck on a job site. That it'll probably do fine, I think, but I've just got some concerns over how well those latches are going to hold. If they could replace those plastic latches with metal latches, and okay, maybe line the latches with like a little plastic lining to make them a little quieter, that would be fine. They got some adjustable feet at the bottom to help keep it leveled out. There's wheels in the back. And I also think you could probably use this for some planers as well, which, so if you wanted to have this for a different use case, certainly there. And the wings have these extension tables that you can lift up into place to hopefully try to match the height of your miter saw itself. I think this is a really neat idea that Bora's got here, but I really wish those corner latches were set up a little differently. And if they did that, this would be a winner of a product. But otherwise, I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting novelty as it stands here. With this miter saw station checking in at about $300, give or take, I just have a tough time recommending this, especially with my concerns about how quickly I think this might wear out. I feel like this is a perfect example of a product that they came so close, but then they cut a few final corners at the end that might make this impractical for quite a few people. Maybe if you could find the perfect saw for this that does balance right and fits within the confines of the box or the table, this might be perfect. But I think there's probably quite a few saws that this just won't balance right. It'll be awkward, it'll be clunky, it'll be clumsy, and it just might not last. But if you put this in use all day and you've got that saw going back and forth, turning out quite a few cuts, I suspect you're going to be stressing those 4 plastic clamps on the end, that it's hard for me to think that this would last more than maybe 1 construction season at best, and I think even less than that if you're trying to get this in and out of the back of a truck. If you leave this set up all the time in a garage and you could have metal clamps on the end there or just go ahead and bolt it across, yeah, this could be a good value for you. If you've owned one of these stands, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Put it down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.